is finally here for Chris, Cindy, and JC. It's going to be the best night of their lives. But tonight is also the night of the creeps. From a world unknown comes a nightmare unimagined. First, they are under you, around you, on you, and then inside you.
They get in through your mouth, and you walk around while they incubate, even if you're dead.
They are a new breed of terror.
Freeze!
They are a different kind of horror.
Zombies, exploding heads, creepy crawlies. We could have a little problem.
The creeps are taking over.
I got good news and bad news, girls. The good news is your dates are here.
What's the bad news?
They're dead.
You have never had a night like this. Night of the creeps. If you scream, you're dead.
That trailer might be too good for its own good. Night of the Creeps is a love letter to 1950s B-movies and 1980s teen comedies that adds a healthy dose of alien slugs and zombies. It was directed by Fred Decker, who also gave us The Monster Squad, which I talked about earlier this month. The movie kicks off with a scene straight out of a 1950s sci-fi flick with aliens accidentally unleashing a deadly parasite onto Earth. Fast forward to 1986, where we follow two college students, Chris and JC, who inadvertently release the slug-like creatures from their frozen state. The parasites enter the brain and turn their hosts into zombies. As the campus is overrun with space slug-infested walking corpses, it's up to our unlikely heroes to stop the invasion before it's too late. Night of the Creeps never takes itself too seriously. There's a genuine affection for the genre that shines through, with plenty of nods to classic horror films and directors. Fans of the genre will appreciate all the little Easter eggs Decker has sprinkled throughout the film. The characters in Night of the Creeps are well developed, particularly Chris, played by Jason Lively, and JC, played by Steve Marshall. Their friendship feels authentic, and you find yourself rooting for them, even though it could be said the events of the night are partly their fault. Tom Atkins also delivers a memorable performance as the hard-boiled detective Ray Cameron. His one-liners and deadpan delivery help make me a Tom Atkins fan, especially his iconic catchphrase, "Thrill me." The practical effects used to create the slugs and the zombies are just great. The slugs are genuinely creepy, slithering across the screen with unsettling speed. The scenes of the reanimated corpses are messy and very much a product of the 80s. The synth soundtrack and 80s fashion actually give it a timeless quality for me, because it defines a facet of the horror genre the same way Gothic sets in Technicolor and Hammer and the AIP Poe films define that facet of horror. If you're a fan of 80s horror or just looking for a gory good time, you need to see Night of the Creeps. It's a cult classic that perfectly encapsulates the best of 80s horror comedy. I say answer the call with a thrill me and press play.
Don't even think about it, you little son of a bitch.